Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. So this complete video is about the Docker, how you deploy your microservice in the Docker, and what are the issues I identified while deploying my microservice in the Docker. So very simple, very straightforward. I will directly go to all the issues which I identified, and it took me, I think, 3 to 4 hours to resolve those and get into this. But before, I will just give a small description about what is a Docker. A Docker is an open source platform that allow us to deploy your applications very easy. The deployment model is very smooth, and it allow large scale deployment of large microservices together. So the user don't need to think about the CPUs, user don't need to think about the background hardwares and all. You just need to deploy your application, start running in a port and try to access it from anywhere. So that was a small description which I provided, but let's come to the point. So what are the step-by-step guide to deploy your application to the Docker? So our main aim to deploy your Spring Boot application to Docker. So first you should have a Spring Boot or a microservice project. So obviously you are aware about whenever you have a project, so it should be a Spring Boot or a microservice project. Now, before that, building your package, but before building your package, you should install Maven build clean, install your complete microservice, and then you should go for a building a project. Make sure that your project doesn't have errors. If it has errors, when you start running your application, the package won't get created. Okay, so once your Maven build clean install is done, you build your package. Now I will show you in my screen. I built the package, and it was something coming as a snapshot, but I changed it to sample.jar name. Now, before building your project, foremost thing which I missed to tell you is you should have one file name called Docker file, and where you need to create it, you just see. These all are in aligned. Your target file, your source file, and your Docker file all are aligned. So what does this Docker file contain? A Docker file contain few syntaxes like from, expose to the port number, copy. This is my copy, like whatever target file will be there, the name will be copied to this when it start building your project at runtime. Now the entry points are Java -jar and the Spring. Since I rename it to Spring Basic, so it start copying the file from here and start pushing your file to the Docker and it start running from there. So this is the Docker file, which is very simple. It's the OpenJDK version which you are using in your POM file, which is already declared what version through which you are building your project and what version you are using in the project to run your microservice, because you know that there are lots of versions in Java which are keep on um, incrementing, keep on publishing. So let's go now to the document. So make sure you have downloaded Docker, foremost thing. So if you see, I have opened the Docker, and you can go for a Docker desktop. Right now it is showing some error, but once you restart your Docker desktop, all your engine, every processes will start showing up here. Okay. Now let's go to this. Make sure you downloaded a Docker, create a Docker file and use CMD to build a Docker image. Now what you have to do, you have to go to your location where your file is there, your microservice is there, and in the parent directory, if you see, this is my parent main directory. Okay, I created Docker file here. You need to run this command docker build -t spring rest :v1. It's a name. Spring REST is nothing but a name of your project which you are trying to build on a Docker. So once you start, errors may encounter. Now this video is main about resolving your errors and making you run your application very fast and smooth. Now, if you see my screen, you can see the error like fail to build and fail to read the Docker file open, no such file or directory. Now, what such type of error when it comes, make sure, if you see this is a sample path location, make sure your Docker file is residing in the same location and your name of a Docker file should start with Docker file in the case when you are not renaming your Docker file and you are not explicitly providing in the command. So in that case, you just take the name of the Docker file as D capital and F as a small. So you won't get such type of issues and the no such file directory, something like that. So I resolve this issue by taking the naming convention as D capital and F small when I'm not explicitly defining my Docker file name. Now, second type of bug which I identified is this: fail to build and open to resolve JDK 11 Alpine, fail to resolve such metadata from Docker. So such issues can happen when your OpenJDK version is 17, okay, and when you try to build your project and it's not matching it with your version of Java which we are using to build your application. So there is a mismatch configuration. So in that case, you need to specify and you need to check is what is your Java version which you are using in your project. So you should change it. So it's a 17. So both should match. If you see, fail to resolve the metadata of this Docker library not found. So I change it to OpenJDK 11 to 17, and after that it got built. Now, what are the second type of issues which you can identify is sample error, copy sample jar to this Docker file, this failed to build, failed to compute the cache, and this. And what it is saying, sample.jar is not able to match it to this location. So check the name after you build your file inside your target folder, whether it is fine or not, because maybe this jar you are not taking in your building and by default that name is taken is different. So make sure that naming conventions are fine, because what you provided in the Docker file should match with what is present in your path. Now, once that get resolved, your Docker start coming showing up is by the name which you have specified in the command, that is Spring REST. So as your container start running. Now, since your Docker get deployed, your image get deployed. So now you need to run your Docker project. So how you are going to run it and on which port number? So I have given the name of which I am running and the name of the project colon v1 version. This can be different. Okay, what it is saying, could not find a load a main class dot jar caused by class not found exception. Now I can tell you how when you get such type of exceptions. Such type of exceptions are there when your jar file is not present in the location, or when your class not found exception, whenever there is some issues with your project, you need to check that. So what issues are here? If you see the PS, how you can check whether your process is running container hyphen container space PS, and you see that your project is not working. Now I found that there is one more issue which I identify, like this is already running since this Docker Spring REST name is already taken. So what you can do is you can rename it to run it with some other name, or you can delete the existing and then you can start it with some different name. So I did Docker remove hyphen F Spring REST, the existing one, and then again started a Docker start Spring run complete project again, and then after that I rerun the project with complete details. So if you see that I am getting Docker ps-a, the project started running, fetching from the local host server, but could not locate the GET request because the connection. So in my case, there was some issues which were related to MongoDB. So I have used certain configuration in my project. Make sure that that is also running, and that also you need to specify. Now let me show you once what was the issue, and you can also, since it's not your project is a simple and you are not connecting up to any DB, you're not connecting to any microservice, another microservice. So when you are creating a microservice, you definitely have certain dependencies which you need to make should match it with the Docker. So let me just show you what changes I did when I was getting some MongoDB related. So your URL also get changes. So it's not about which DB you are using, MS SQL or SQL or a MongoDB, but make sure in your YAML file you are changing that to a Docker specific path, so that whenever your application start running, your Docker and your SQL, whatever SQL or a MongoDB, that is also running on the port number and both are in sync. So once that get resolved, when once that it will get open, but let me go to other issues which I can show you in just time. Yeah, so once this get resolved, your MongoDB, let me show you what I change. Spring data, any DB, database name and URL. So now your URL was different, but now you need to point it to the host Docker internal and the port number, whatever you are specifying on which your MongoDB is running. So you need to change it to the host docker.internal, then your issue will get resolved. Any DB we are using, but make sure that it should be mapped. Now, let me show you the entry point. Yeah, this issue regarding the Java version, just make sure in the properties file, this version and this version in pom.x in the Docker file, both should match. Now, if you see my application starts running, and when you try to access the URL, when you try to hit the URL, it will start showing. And within the container, you will be able to see your microservice running on a port number 9988. So let me just show you. my MongoDB also gets started. So your application will start just now. If you see this error is coming because this response which I'm getting from that API is giving me of 500 related issues. But if you see, you are able to access that URL and you're not getting any issues like page not page not found or unable to reach that, because I'm able to access at 9988 port number. Hope this video is very helpful to resolve certain issues which are at the basic level and which can sort out most of your problem. Okay, if you really like this video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.